Welcome back, everyone. For today's video, we are back and we are once again going to be playing against one of the new bots on the site chess.com. Now, as it is holiday season and I'm recording this video today, November 27th of the great year 2025, I would like to wish all of my viewers in the US and around the world a very happy Thanksgiving, as we all appreciate everything that we have in this life. Now, with Thanksgiving and the next holiday being Christmas coming up in about a month from now, holiday season is in full swing, and the new bot, of course, is Christmas themed. That bot being Cabana Santa from the land down under, also known as Australia. Now, Cabana Santa has a rating of 2840, so I don't really know how to judge that level. So let's find out how strong Santa truly is. So we're going to play the first game with the white pieces, and off we go. I'm going to start with the move e4 here, and let's see what Santa does. So you get the move e5. Now, after the move e5, I'm going to play the move, I think I'm going to play the move bishop to c4 here, try to play d3. Very simple development in the center of the board. You get c6, probably d5 will be played here. This is all very standard so far, very known mainline theory. We get the move bishop to b4. And now I'm going to play this move bishop to d2. Now, this move is probably not considered to be the most testing variation in general within this line, but I do like it. I think it's very, very solid here. We get the move castles. I think knight takes e5, as I recall, is a move. I actually am pretty sure I've had this position against the well-known streamer from Charlotte, Alexander Bornik, a couple of times. Let's go f4. I think it goes takes d4, knight d5. Oh, we get knight d7. Wait, what's that? If I take, this looks a little bit peculiar. Wait a second. Now I'm confused. After e5, I'm up a pawn, right? Or is there some trick? Is there some trick with e5, knight g4 and f6? I don't know how strong this bot is, so it's a little bit tricky here. This is tricky. I feel like e5 is correct, but I also could get crushed. I mean, I'm going to trust my instinct and just go for it, because I know normally black takes on e4 and then you play d4. So we get knight to h5. If I castle, f6 takes. Yeah, somehow this actually... Okay, so the threat is queen h4, all kinds of problems. So I have to castle. This much I'm sure of. We're going to get f6, I assume. Now, if I play d4, this is one question. I can also play c4 here as well. That'd be very explosive, but I don't really like it. If I go d4, we get takes, queen c5, king h1. There's probably some knight f4 maybe. Ooh, this bot is already causing me all kinds of problems here. This is a position that I feel like is very unpleasant. I really don't want to play this, but I think I'm going to be a little bit scared and play e6, just giving back a pawn here, trying to develop my pieces. Like knight c3 and rook e1 here, try to bring my piece into the game. Let's go here, I guess, hitting the queen. I'm a little bit surprised by that move. I feel like maybe I can put a rook on e5. If I go here and then rook to e5, maybe. Let's go here. Knight f6, maybe I go h3. There is knight e4, I guess, but okay, let's go h3 here. Stop knight g4. Okay, logical. If I go here, create the double stack. Let's go back. Oh, maybe this is just going to be a draw. Maybe I can only draw this game. Let's trade. This is actually looking extremely drawish. I'm going to go here, play c3, queen e3. I should be able to draw this game without too much difficulty, unless I'm insane. But it is a bot. You never know what's going to happen. As soon as I say I was going to play like a masterpiece, I'm just going to get slaughtered here. Okay, bishop e2, that's a strange move, but let's go here. I obviously take. I'm going to play queen to e3, I guess. Let's go. Oh, does this have queen e4? And maybe, I don't know. Let's see. Goes knight e4. So if I play knight to f2 here, my knight's getting to e5 as well. Can also trade the knights. I don't really like that. Knight e3, I'm worried about queen to a5 maybe. If I take... Again, this is tough. I feel like I should be able to draw. This is kind of hard to believe that this isn't a draw with perfect play, but maybe I'm crazy. If I go g4... I think I'm going to play g4 here. Queen a5. And if I go, oh, there's queen b1 at the end. I'm such an idiot. Oh, there's queen b1 at the end. Still should be a draw, I think. Should be a draw, but is it a draw? Huh. So I'm thinking about takes, knight e4, queen b1, king here, takes, queen e2, b5, king e3. I mean, should be a draw, but this should be a draw. So I take, it's going to check, I go up. It's going to take with a pawn, I assume. And now the question is, after queen to e2, b5, d5, that should be a draw. Queen d... Oh, is there... Wait, so I go here. King f8. That's a sneaky move by the bot. If I go c4 maybe. c4 looks decent. There's also just king e3. Well, if king e3, there's going to be a queen e1. This might... Don't tell me I messed this up and I'm actually losing here. If I go b4. b4 is definitely an option, but I feel like I messed this up somehow. Unbelievable. Okay, let's go. If I go c4, queen h1 is also... Somehow, yeah, I've messed this up. I mean, it's probably still a draw with perfect play, but I've made this very, very tricky on myself. If I play d5 takes, queen b5... There's e3. I don't know why I did this. I had a position that should have been an easy draw, and I've really found a way to butcher this into something that is anything but an easy draw now. Like literally anything but an easy draw. So let's think. If I go f6 looks wrong, that's just giving up a pawn for nothing. d5 takes. That's not working. Queen c4, queen b2, king e3. This might be working, maybe. I don't know. I feel like what I need is somehow I need to sneak this queen in. This queen just needs to get in here somehow. But it's easier said than done. If I go king e3, queen h1. I mean, this is just somehow not at all what I was hoping for. c4, queen h1. King e3 takes. I mean, I'm going to go for it. I don't know if this is going to work, but we get king e7. That actually is a move that for some reason I initially saw and then I forgot that it existed. I might actually just be lost already. So I guess I'll go... If I go queen d2. Queen d2. Okay, I think I'm going to try to sneak in with the queen here. I've got to get my queen in. Okay, so a5. So if I take on a5, I also have d5, maybe d5 here to open up the board. If I go d5 takes, queen d5 check, king here, that might be a draw. If I go d5 takes, that also might be a draw, but it's made this very, very messy. So takes, check, king here, check here, queen check, king e5 is fine. So takes, queen c2, king e, I think... Let's think about it. So if I take, check here, check, king here, takes, check, king f6. Unbelievably tricky to play. If I go d5, takes, queen d5, check, king here, queen b6, c5. Somehow I think I'm losing. I just have this feeling that I'm losing this position, which is unbelievable because this should not have been possible to lose. Okay, so if I check, yeah, that's probably just mate if I lose this d pawn. So I think if I go queen c3 with the idea of d5, that might actually be very reasonable. Queen c3. That also gives me queen b3. Okay, let's go here. Okay, I thought I had d5 now. That d5 is my Hail Mary prayer move. Okay. Oh, I kind of missed this one. If I go here and back, I might be holding, maybe. Okay, king d7. Okay, this should be a draw. I should have survived this now. There's also queen e5 here. There should be a way to make a draw for sure. But queen e5, there's also check, check, takes. It's still very slippery. If I take on c6, king c6, that feels wrong. f6 is also an option here. If I go f6, there's always just a check. There's nothing more. So if I take king c6, f6, check here, check. Wait, actually, wait. Takes f6, queen check, king f2, queen. No, there's no queen f3. I think this should be so. Takes. Queen d4 has to be a draw. Takes f6. Queen g. I mean, okay. Let's take. Oh, it takes. Wait, but oh, is there still not a? I thought there would be a fortress. I thought there would be just a draw, but the king can hide on c8 still, actually. So it's not. This is still not completely a dead draw the way I thought it was. Unbelievable. Now queen d2 takes king d6, black wins. So queen d4, king c8, maybe queen c5, maybe queen e5. Very tricky. Queen e5 is the thematic human move here, but it doesn't work. If I check and go here, maybe there's no way for black and check. I go back. Oh, this is actually very hard. Somehow I feel like I should not have traded. I have a feeling that here I should have played like queen e5. Just a feeling. If I check king c8, queen e5 with the idea of check, but the king's actually escaping here, I think. So this is annoying. Let's see. If I take, that's no good. If I go f6, that's still a very reasonable option. 6 takes. I think actually f6 makes. No, there's still c4 at the end. It's hanging though. F6 takes. There's check here, check, and queen c4. Maybe I should go check and then f6. No, but then there's going to be queen g3, king e2 check, king here, and then e3, and I lose the game. This is very, very, very tricky. Okay, queen e5 is also very thematic as well. But queen e5, queen g3, here, check, here, e3, queen g7, king c8. The king hides on a6 at the end. What the heck? When I check. Oh. I should not have taken this pawn. This was a huge mistake to take on c6. I think queen e5 is a draw. Huge mistake by me. C5 is also an interesting move here, actually, because what c5 does is it locks his king out of the game. Like, c5 is maybe still a draw. So if I go c5, this king is no good entry. Because then I threaten queen d2 and I walk the king. If I go c5, let's see. So c5, check back. That's fine. If I go c5, king c8, queen takes a5, check here, takes, check. That should be good. Okay, I'm gonna trust my instinct. I might lose the game here, but hopefully not. Okay, we get king c8. That's actually what I expected to be played. So now I thought I could take the pawn and start checking every which way, but maybe I'm wrong. King d1, queen f4, check, king d7, check, queen c7, takes, here. Okay, so I think this, but there's still queen b2. Wow. Still very tough. If I take e3, check, here, check, takes. That's a draw. Okay, let's go for it. Hopefully I don't lose the game right here. I go up. It's going to check me. I go back. Oh, it's got queen b1. Oh, I just hung the pawn. Wait, what? Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, no, because if it checks, I can run the king up to e3. Okay, I go here. Now I can go to e1 as well. I can also go to e2. If I go to e2, like back in this position, it had the option here to play queen to b1, check, takes b2, but it didn't do that. So what that tells me is that if I go here, takes, king e3, it was unhappy with the position, or it didn't think there was a way to win. So I'm going to trust my instinct that I'm right with that assumption and go to e2. Okay, good. So I am right with my assumption, actually. So get check. So if I go to e3, there's going to be a check. That's losing for sure. Question is which square? F2. I've got 3 squares. 1, 2, 3 squares to go to. King d2 seems fine. King d2 check, king e1 is actually a repetition, right? So yeah, let's go here. And I go here. Okay, and we get a draw. Okay. That was very scary. I think c5 might have been the only move. I'm curious to look at a game review very quickly. I think c5 might have very well been the only move. Look, if we go forward. Okay, I made some mistakes. Okay, she takes f5 is not right. Okay. Okay. King e7 is inaccurate. Okay. Wait, what was the better move here? The better move was what? The queen takes a5 was actually a draw. Okay, for some reason I just assumed there was some trick. No, I thought there was check. King g3, and I thought check. King h4 takes. Queen e5 check. I did not see this move. This is actually a very important move, so it undoubles the pawns, and now my king gets back, and I guess this is some kind of wild draw. It's something like this, I guess. And you get this, and it's just a draw because black can't take, but I also can't take because then this one gets through. So both kings get stuck by the two passed pawns. Okay, I didn't see that at all. So let's go forward. So a5 is inaccurate. I go here. d5. Okay. Queen to e5 was safer. I played c5, which actually is good. The reason that I mentioned c5 being so good is that if I could get this position, I'll just make some random moves just to set it up. If I can get this position here, the king has no entry. These two pawns cut the square, so the king can't get up. Whereas if I try to do it right away, if we go forward here, right here, if I try to play queen d2 after takes, the king gets it. Oh, maybe this is still a draw, apparently. This is still a draw. You've got king e5, a4, and I guess this is a draw. Takes. And I guess both sides get through and get a queen. There's no way I was going to waste 10 minutes calculating that, but apparently that's a draw too. But that's actually why I played c5, because I thought it was a better choice, because then I keep going backwards too far, but I thought that here the king would have no entry square, so both the pawns cut it off. Anyway, game ends in a draw. Very scary game. I was not happy with it. Let's play again. We'll play with black this time. Let's see how we do in the second game. Okay, so I'm going to play e5, just simple solid chess. Let's go here. Let's play the Ich bin ein Unberliner variation with these knights. I don't understand the comments. Commentary is definitely something I'm a little bit confused by, but all right, let's go. We're going to head to an endgame. This is a classic Berlin endgame. This was featured in the World Championship match between Garry Kasparov and Vladimir Kramnik. Black has the two bishops, but slightly compromised pawn structure, and the king can't castle. So I'm going to play king e8, the most solid variation here. Let's play h5 to stop g4, probably bishop e7, bishop e6, next two moves. Let's go here. Okay, knight e2. And now I'm going to play this move b6 here. Let's see what we get. Bishop f4. c5 is a move. Bishop b7. There's a lot of options here. I think I'm going to play c5. Get knight c3. And now I have to figure out which line I want to go for. All lines are kind of playable. Which one do I want to play is the question. Think about this. Just trying to remember. Bishop b7 is playable, I believe. I think I'm going to go bishop b7 here. Knight d5, of course. Going to trade, I guess. It's probably slightly wrong. Maybe it's not that bad. I'm going to go... I can play rook d8, maybe. Let's play rook d8, offer another trade of the rooks. Take with the king. I want to slide my king to e6 if I can. It's not going to let me, or maybe it is. Maybe it is going to let me. Wait, so if I go here, e6 takes, knight e5. I think that's fine. Knight h4 is also an interesting move. Knight h4, knight g5 could be annoying though, so I don't really want to go for that. On the other hand, I do want to go for it. So let's play knight h4. King e8, guard the pawn. If e6, I'm going to take and play knight g6. Or did I just actually miscalculate this? There's rook d... No, wait. Rook d1. Okay. Now I should be okay here. Probably very slightly unpleasant, but I think this should be a draw. Let's go here. Knight d6, of course. Stop him from creating the kebab. Okay, I mean... Can play king e6. Makes sense just to guard the knight. There's like g4, f4. White is a slight pull here on the king side, perhaps. But I feel like I should be able to draw this with a little bit of good play, maybe. I'm going to go A5 is kind of weird because the problem is this bishop's on the same color as the pawns here. So if I go A5, all these pawns can be targeted by the bishop. So I don't really want to play A5. On the other hand, it's very thematic. I think what I'm going to do, however, is I think I'm going to go rook to F8 instead. And I'm going to play G6, put all the pawns in the opposite color of the bishop. Get F3, very logical move. And I think what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to try to put the king on the queen side, push this P here. Okay, B4 strikes me as a very strange. That's very, very weird move to me. White's trading pawns here, which I don't understand because now I can go A5. Okay, A4, very, very, very good move actually. But I no longer have double pawns on the file. So all these endgames should be drawable, I think, if I'm not insane. Problem for me is my knight. My knight is not well placed. It's pinned, the pawn, everything's weak on the diagonal. Somehow my gut says I should play like king e6 and try to go rook d5 maybe. So I'm going to try to do that and hope for the best. I go rook d5. I mean, I'm a little bit worried about these endgames kind of, but I still feel like I should be able to draw this. Goes rook e1. Okay, now I should be able to draw because now I'm going to be able to get c5 or something here. To open up the to exchange some pawns here at least. Rook d4 also very, very solid move here. Actually, what is wrong with rook d4? I don't see anything actually wrong with that. I can also go a5 first, maybe. I think I'm gonna go a5 first and then rook d4. Oh shoot! Or wait, there's rook c6 maybe. I didn't see rook c6, but okay, we get rook a1. Now if I go knight b7 to try to get the knight to c5, there's a lot of merit to that. Knight c4's move, knight f5's move. This is really a question of where does my knight belong. And ultimately, if I get the knight on e6, it would be very, very well placed. But I can't get the knight here very quickly. So to get the knight to the square would require like knight f5 and a few more moves. So I'm going to go knight f5. I think we're going to get rook c1 here. Yeah, I go back. Okay, I mean, I guess I make the draw. Okay, it does not want to draw. It decides it does not want to take the draw. So king h3, very, very reasonable move. I could just go back to d6 again, I guess, theoretically. I don't actually see anything wrong with it, so I'm just going to go back. Oh, it makes a draw. Okay. All right, so we've drawn once with white, once with black. Let's play again with white. So we have two draws. Let's go again. Two more games. Let's see how I do. Let's play d4. Let's play the classic Trump house key. Okay, c5. So I'm going to play d5 here. Idea to play for the quick development. I might get crushed because this is actually a very sharp. Oh, it goes to e6. It doesn't take the pawn on b2. I believe e4 is still the correct move, if I recall correctly. I believe e4 is still correct. Bishop e7. Okay, now this is a move that I'm not actually familiar with. So queen d2 makes sense, I guess, but I guess the idea is black wants to play h6 and this pawn is still hanging here, so it's kind of annoying to deal with. Could play rook to b1. I don't really like that move. Nothing actually wrong with rook to b1 per se. I think I'm just going to go queen d2. If it takes, I play rook b1. Okay, we get castles. I'm also confused by that move. I don't know if I should castle here. But, you know, we've played two games. I've gotten two draws. I'm in the mood to be frisky. So I'm going to castle queenside. Try to attack here in the center very quickly. Let's go f4. This might not work out, but I'm going to go for it immediately. We got h6, logical move. Can obviously take bishop h4, knight e4 doesn't look right. Maybe I can go h4, but against a bot, I'm pretty confident I'm going to get crushed. So let's just take. Let's go knight f3. Idea to play e5 here. I can't take with a knight because I get checkmated. Okay, but now I've got knight d5. Wait a second. This is confusing. So if I take with the pawn, I guess it goes d4. If I take knight d5, what's wrong with knight d5? I'm actually confused. I don't understand. It can't put the queen on the a file. I feel like I should be better here. Like bishop c4, some f5s. It feels like I should be better. Maybe I'm not actually better. So I guess I'll take. If takes, I have rook e1, I think. Okay, we got bishop d8. Logical. Okay, king b1 seems like the human move just to guard this pawn so I can move this knight, activate the bishop. I mean, maybe here I should... Maybe here I should have just played bishop c4. Why didn't I do that bishop c4 right away? Bishop c4 might have just been very strong for me with this. I didn't see knight f6, but okay, whatever. The show goes on. Knight f4 is my initial intention here. Somehow, actually, yeah, I think I made a mistake. I think I should have played bishop c4 right away. Okay, so if I go knight f4, queen e8, bishop b5 is a move. Knight f4, queen e8. I mean, the bishop's getting active is the problem. Both these bishops are coming to life very, very quickly here. So it's not really ideal. So I'm going to go bishop b5, try to pin the knight. Bishop f5, very logical move. Oh, if I go rook e1, there's going to be some bishop a5 maybe. Or there's going to be a6 or... this bot tricked me. It tricked me. Or the alternative version is that I got sloppy and I didn't just go bishop c4. I guess I'll play rook here. Wait, what? Can't I take? Okay, we'll play an endgame. Initially, I was very concerned. Now I feel like my position should be okay, but I don't know if I'm actually even better here. Because knight c6 is a problem. I guess I'll just go h3 to stop bishop g4 to undermine the knight. I can also play g4. d8, logical. Takes, b3 is fine. King c1. I'm getting outplayed a little bit here in this game. Just a little bit. I'm going to trade. I'm going to go... I'm going to go here. I still want to play e6 somewhere. Like, e6 is what I'm screaming to play, but there is knight b4, I just realized, which could be a problem. There's also g4. Maybe I just go g4, actually. Yeah, why not? Just g4. Kick this bishop backwards. Bishop e6, and now maybe just, like, b3, I suppose. Why not? King f8, logical move. Okay, now I have to come up with something. Again, I feel like I'm getting outplayed every game by this bot. It's a really unpleasant feeling when you feel like everything you do just isn't good enough. I could trade and play rook d1. Maybe that's actually pretty safe. I think I'm going to go for this and try to make a draw again. I don't really like this, but I'm going to go rook d1. Okay, I'm going to trade, obviously. This will be a draw, too. So, I guess just like c4, just clog the toilet here. No entry for anybody. Let's just go here. Actually, there is a6 maybe. Huh. I mean, this should be a draw, but I got myself in a spot where my knight is kind of glued here. I go a4. I mean, this should still be... Okay, now I'm free to start pushing the p on this side. Or knight e1, knight d3, I guess, which is also very... Knight e1 actually looks like a simple way to play. It's just knight d3, maybe? Oh, but then there's knight... there's knight to d4. Maybe not right. Okay, I don't really want to go h4, so I think I'm just going to keep waiting with my king over here. This should be a draw. I'm just going to keep waiting. King e4 is also an idea. Okay, maybe it's going to force... Is it going to force me to play h4? I think it is. h4 takes... Back. Here. I mean, this should be okay. King d3, king e4 is definitely an option, but I think I have to get rid of the pawns. I kind of have to. I don't have a choice now. Go back. Let's go over. Knight a5, I always have knight d2. Where do I go here? Tricky. I think I go here to guard the pawn. Now I go here, king f4. Should be a draw. Okay. Every game, though, I feel like I'm the one in danger. Every game, I feel like I'm the one who's suffering. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, this... Whoa, h5? Of course, I didn't see that. This still has to be a draw, though, because now the kings are very far... If I go king f4, knight a5. Okay, I mean this has to be a draw. Oh, but now the king's getting to the edge again. Just great. Oh, just great. Now I've made this very complicated. Do I have check? Maybe I just check and go back. Let's go back. And now it tricked me. It's got... Or wait, okay. Okay, it goes that way. So I bring my king over. Knight c1. I mean, this is sick. It's like, this is a draw, but it's very, very tricky, very slippery. If I go knight g5, king e7, knight e4, there's knight d3, of course. I think I'm gonna go this way. The reason I'm gonna go this way is I'm gonna try to dominate the knight. Thought I had knight g. Oh, I don't have knight g. Am I actually gonna? I might lose this game now. After fighting so hard, I think I might lose this game. Unbelievable. Yeah, I misplayed this. I definitely misplayed this, and I think I am actually just lost. Unbelievable. Or maybe I can check and guess I go. I mean, this is so close to being losing, but maybe it's okay. I go back. I mean, I still have knight d2 to guard the pawn. Unbelievable. It just keeps like finding moves. Go knight e4, takes, knight g5, knight d4. Go knight d. Okay, knight e4, knight b3, knight d6, knight a5. If I go here, goes a5. So if I go back, okay. Okay, somehow I feel like I should be able to draw this. I don't know why, but again, oh, if knight f3 wants to go knight d4, I guess. Knight d2? This is incredibly hard to play. This is incredibly hard to play. I go back. Go here. I think I've saved the game, maybe. Oh my god. Did it just trick me again? Oh no. I think it tricked me again. If I go here, wait, king here, knight here. King here, king here, king here, knight e7, king. I mean, this is so incredibly tough. Okay, I still don't believe it though somehow. I don't believe it. So now I have to move the king to one of, I have only 2 squares. I go here, king h5 here, check. That's probably losing. So I have to go this way. I go again, very tricky. I think I have to go to this square. And after check, I think I have to go to this square. And now if it goes back, we get a repetition. So I go here. I think this is a draw now. It's not 3 times. Okay, king f7. Now I think if I put my king on h5, it can't get in. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. Yeah, now it can't get in basically because the king, now it went back with the king. I just waited. Now the game will be a draw. Even king g6 is probably fine here. If I go king g6, because my knight will always have these 2 squares to guard the pawns. Let's go here. Let's go here. My knight always has this square. These 2 squares basically to guard both the pawns. Okay, that was horribly tough. I make the draw, but that was incredibly scary. So, all right, let's play one more game with black. Final game. We've drawn all 3 games. I'm going to take a big chance here this time. I'm just going to try and play to win. Let's play a Sicilian. Let's play a Najdorf here. Why not? This bot is giving me huge problems, though. Like, every game that I've drawn, I've been in real danger. Okay, so let's play Najdorf. We get h4. Now, you know what's funny? This h4 line. This is a line that was played by the late Daniel Naroditsky. I believe that he, in fact, played this in the U.S. Championship, if I'm not mistaken. So it's kind of like a little bit nostalgic to see this h4 line being played. Okay, what do I want to do against this? I think I'm going to play e5. See what we get. Knight b3, standard. Bishop e6 is probably the most thematic move, so that's what I'm going to play here. I think white's usually supposed to play like f4 very early. We got bishop e3. I guess I'll go knight d7, idea rook c8, idea b5 here very, very quickly. Let's go rook c8. Is g4 a move? G4. Okay, this looks kind of weird. Queen d3. Like b5, I'm a little bit confused by this. Knight this also but if I take knight b6 takes, there's also a4. I don't actually like this so much. B5 is probably a bad move. I basically forgot that white isn't castle, because usually white's castle, so when you take and go knight b6, there's no a4 idea. But here a4 exists, and that will be very, very severe for me if that occurs in the game. Like, I might just be losing. So if I take and go knight c5, that's also kind of interesting. Yeah, let's take and go knight c5. I think it's the best try here. Takes, and the pawn is weak. I have c4 if we get the capture. c4 is a threat. I'm either completely fine or in a lot of trouble. We got c4, which is kind of what I expected. Guess I'll go b4. I don't like my position that much here. Yeah, this is kind of really ugly. I think I might just be in real trouble here in the long run, because there's an open file. Okay, let's go here. I've got to try to castle my king. Queen a4. Now, I could move the king. I could also block, maybe. If I block... Ugh. Okay, I'm going to try to block and defend. I'll take with the... Oh, I did not expect that. So I guess I'll take and go like... Oh, I thought I could go king e7. That doesn't work. I was going to go here, but there's rook a7. No, that's just terrible. Okay, I'm going to lose this game. I'm going to get squished on the queen side now, because my whole fortress is going to implode, as we're about to see. If I go knight e8... E4 is the desperado. I'm going to go knight e8, try to defend this somehow. I'm obviously not going to succeed, but I'll try. F6 is maybe an option here. Again, I feel like I'm going to lose. I'm going F6. I feel like I need to do something here. Stop this G5, bishop G4. Let's go. I don't even know which square to go to. I guess I'll go to G7. Gonna check. I block. Oh, I did not expect that. Okay, I guess I'll go rook d7. It wants to... Oh, it wants to try... Oh, it just wants to attack me on the king side. I'm just positionally cooked. I'm just dead lost here. I think the opening I was fine, but b5... I think I was supposed to like bishop c4, queen c7. b5 I think was actually just like a losing move. And my whole fortress here is just about to completely collapse. This is actually already just dead lost, but I'll play it out so you guys understand why. Let's go here. It's gonna take... It's gonna go bishop to e4, and now the problem is just rook h6. This bishop is so strong. Every piece here is stuck. I'm just gonna lose. There's not even anything I can do. Just rook h6, and I mean, if I ever go g5, this bishop is good. There's rook h7. I can't push this pawn, but this is also just crushing. There's actually nothing to do. I'm not even going to play it out. I'm just going to resign here. And the reason I'm going to resign, I'll click on game review so you guys can see, is that when we look at this position right here, I think b5 is a bad move, right? We got queen d3. Yeah, b5 is a terrible move. a4 actually very strong. Knight d5 not the best move. Bishop e7 or queen 7 better. But the problem is normally when white goes here, you can play knight to not queen b6, sorry, knight to b6. And after takes, it's a game. But after a4, suddenly everything is collapsing here for black on the queen side. Normally, when you get this position, it's in a, like, say, a variation, for example, like f3, e5, something like this. You get queen d2, castles, rook c8, something like, I don't know, h4, b5. Normally, when white goes knight d5, you take, play knight b6, hitting the pawn with both of these knights. And after takes, white does not have a4 because white has castled the king. But in this instance, I wasn't paying attention. And here now after knight b6, because white has not castled the king remains in the middle of the board. There's just a4, and there's huge problems. White is probably completely winning. So that was a mistake. I mean, I tried this, which is bad too. Probably I should go bishop e7, but even a4, it's still very problematic. And then I did this, and c4. Probably I should play bishop d6 and pray, but even this is just very bad. Everything is very loose here. Eventually, these two bishops are going to have great scope. So I end up going here. Yeah, and already it's just queen c2 isn't best, but doesn't matter because I'm just getting crushed. Yeah, g4. I play here. I played f6 is basically if I play like rook b8, there's going to be some g5, bishop g4. Eventually, there's going to be like, for example, rook c6 winning the pawn, rook to a7. It's just a disaster, and I lose. So I tried to play the move f6 So on g5 and go f5, no access on the diagonal, plays bishop d3, h5, have to go up, and it's already lost, but this is just a nice little touch here. If I ever play g5, probably just rook to h7, king g8, even maybe not rook h7 right away. Maybe here white should go bishop f5 first, and like rook c7 and like rook a8. I mean, rook h7's in play. Everything is hanging here. All my pieces are passive. Eventually, I'm going to lose, and even to make matters worse in the long run, white could even just do this. White can even just run this king all the way to the king side, queen side rather, check, and then play some kind of endgame like this, trade everything off here, and then just win in this king and pawn endgame after takes. And there's no way if I go e4, just takes, his pawn cuts it, white has free p, white wins the game. So many ways for white. That's why I resigned, because there's just nothing to play for anymore. So very rough final game against this Cabana Santa bot. Ultimately, I played decently, 3 draws and a loss, so it's not as though I'm not competitive. But this bot is obviously very strong, so if you're not a grandmaster, expect to lose if you play it. If you're playing it for fun, have fun, see how well you can do against it, and let me know in the comments what your results are. So that's going to do it for our Christmas bot, the Cabana Santa bot from Australia. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure that you smash that subscribe button below, and we'll be back very soon with some more great content as the year slowly but surely winds down. And happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, everything to everybody out there. See you guys very soon. Have a good one. Bye.